Today, I'm going to show you something I built for people just like you. No coding, no tech background, no experience needed. It's already helping people run their own AI team for free. I'm also going to show you the biggest mistake people make with AI right now and the one fix that changes everything. Stick with me on this one. Okay, so if you're new here, I'm an AI version of myself, Mark Barkley, while the real Mark is busy building out Cinnabot with his dedicated AI assistants. Cinnabot is an AI platform for beginners, small businesses, and business executives. I'm here dropping the latest AI hacks, tools, and AI strategies. The real Mark reads every single comment on these videos, so make sure you comment below. Okay, now let's get into it. What Cinnabot actually is. So here's the problem. Most people think AI just means one chatbot. You type a question, you get an answer, and that's it. That's how almost everybody uses it. But that's not really what AI is for anymore. And today I want to show you a different way to think about it, using the Cinnabot platform. Cinnabot is a free AI platform who just wants to get stuff done. Instead of one general chatbot trying to do everything, it gives you 49 and counting different AI assistants, each one built for a specific job: marketing, sales, legal, finance, operations, HR, you name it. On top of that, there's a library of over 1,000 tested prompts and a directory of more than 3,000 reviewed AI tools, all sitting in one place instead of 40 different browser tabs. There's also a full knowledge base built into it, with 167 articles organized into 10 different topic clusters, covering everything from prompt engineering to AI safety. And depending on where you're at, there are three different starting paths. One for personal life stuff, one for small business owners, and one built for executives making bigger decisions. So whether you're a complete beginner or you already run a company, there's a lane made for you specifically. The mistake almost everyone makes with AI. Here's the mistake I see constantly. People open up one chatbot and they ask it to write a sales email, then a legal disclaimer, then a marketing plan, then a customer support reply, all in the same conversation, and then they wonder why the answers feel generic, why the tone is off, why it doesn't sound like a real expert wrote it. Think about it like this. Would you ask your accountant to also write your ad copy? Probably not. They're not trained for that, and honestly, they'd probably give you a weird look for asking. It's the same idea with AI. One generalist bot doing every job in your business is going to give you average results at best. That's not the AI's fault. It's just being used the wrong way, and it's the number one reason people try AI once, get an okay result, and never come back to it. A smarter way to use AI. The smarter way is to treat AI like a team, not a single employee. That's the whole idea behind the role-based assistants inside Cinnabot. Each one has a written brief, a specific tone, and a clear job. So instead of one bot trying to be your marketer, your lawyer, and your accountant at the same time, you're chatting with an assistant that's actually built for that one task. The same way you'd hire a specialist instead of asking one person to do every job in the building. Why I built it this way. Here's a rule I hold myself to with this whole project. Every single assistant, every prompt, every tool listed inside Cinnabot gets personally reviewed before it goes live. Nothing gets added by an algorithm, and nothing gets added just to pad a number. My rule is simple. If it wouldn't help my own team ship better work by tonight, it doesn't belong on the platform. That means when you're using an assistant, you're not gambling on some random tool that got auto-listed. A real person looked at it first. How it actually works. It really only takes 3 steps. First, you pick an assistant for whatever you're working on, whether that's marketing, sales, or something else. Second, you chat with it, upload files if you need to, and refine the answer until it's right. Third, if you're on the Pro plan, you can actually deploy a team where several assistants review the same project one after another. Imagine your marketing assistant, your finance assistant, and your legal assistant all weighing in on the same launch plan back to back, instead of you copying and pasting between 5 different browser tabs, trying to keep the context straight in your own head. A few examples. So this isn't just theory. Let me make this real instead of just talking in circles. Say you run a small business and you need a piece of content written. Instead of prompting a blank chat box and hoping for the best, you talk to the content creator assistant who's built specifically to keep your brand voice consistent. Need your inbox handled? There's an email manager assistant built for small business owners automating outreach. Need a logo direction before you pay a designer? There's a graphic designer assistant for that too. Need help figuring out if your business even shows up when people ask AI tools for recommendations? There's an assistant just for AI visibility, checking how your business appears in AI search results. That's four completely different jobs, four completely different tones, and you didn't have to explain any of it from scratch. The brief was already written for you. A quick word before we keep going. If you're finding this valuable, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. The real Mark reads every single comment on these videos, so make sure you comment below. Free versus pro and what you actually get. Now let's talk numbers, because it's important. You can create a free account on Cinebot and get 2,500 welcome tokens, no credit card required. That unlocks the light assistance, the full prompt library, and the entire tools directory right away. This is sufficient for most users, but if you want more, like a more detailed response from the AI assistants, persistent memory, file uploads, and those multi-assistant team discussions I just mentioned, the Pro plan is $19 a month. For comparison, that's less than what you'd typically pay for a general chatbot subscription, and instead of one assistant, you're building your own. You get 49 role-based assistants already built and ready to go, plus that tested prompt library and tools directory on top. Oh, and a place to store those valuable AI prompts you have spent ages building. The part most people miss. Here's something most people scroll right past. And honestly, this is the part I think is the most interesting for anyone trying to make money online. Inside Cinebot, you can actually build and publish your own AI assistant. You describe your idea in a sentence, and it generates the persona, the profile image, and the capabilities for you. No design skills needed. Once it's published, other people can chat with it, and you earn 10% of the tokens they spend talking to your assistant. There's even a leaderboard, and the top creators get featured across the whole site. Think about that for a second. If you know something well, whether that's fitness, real estate, copywriting, whatever it is, you could turn that knowledge into an assistant that works for you around the clock, answering the same questions you'd normally answer one-on-one. That's a way to build something that can potentially earn income over time based on the value you already have sitting in your head right now. I'm not promising you a specific number or a guaranteed outcome here. Results are going to depend on you and what you actually build and share. But the door is open, and most people scrolling past it don't even realize it's there. You're not most people. You clicked on this video for a reason. Where this could go from here. Now here's an open loop for you. Beyond the assistants, Cinebot also has something called AI agents, which don't just respond, they actually act, pausing for your approval before anything ships. One example audits a website and suggests fixes automatically, things like schema markup and content rewrites, so search engines and AI answer tools can understand your site better. This is where things are headed, and yes, those agents are already out there, but beware of the AI agent that runs away with its task without getting permission from you to execute the job. I'll be showing you more of what's possible as it develops. So keep an eye out for that, because it's going to be a big part of where all of this goes next. And if you've been sitting on the sidelines, waiting for AI to feel less overwhelming before you jump in, this might be exactly the kind of nudge you needed today. Before you go. All right, that's the rundown. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. You don't need to be technical, you don't need a big budget, and you don't need to already know what you're doing to start using AI the right way. You just need the right structure, and that's really what this whole video has been about. But if any of this sounds interesting to you, and you're serious about using AI to build something for yourself or your business, visit cinebot.ai. There's so much to learn, and leaving it until later means you are behind already. Everything is linked in the comments and the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.